So hello, you guys. I'm so happy you're able to get on. We have a guest, Courtney Bohr. She is going to be talking all about enrolling distributors tonight, and I'm so excited she could be with us. So I'm going to let her go ahead and unmute and introduce herself to start.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Hopefully I don't sound super sniffly. I don't know, this weather in Missouri is like trying to actually kill me. It is like 70 one day, and the next day it is like 20 and snowing. It is literally awful. But anyways, okay, so my name is Courtney Bohr. Actually, my name is not Courtney Bohr. My name is Courtney Vogel now. I keep forgetting, but it's forever going to be Courtney Bohr in my mind because I cannot remember. Like, it's really bad. The other day I actually went to Marshall's, and a girl, we got started talking about the business, and I told her to add me on Facebook, and I wrote down Courtney Bohr. So I was like, well, great. She's not going to be able to find me on Facebook because my name on Facebook is Courtney Vogel. So anyways, my name is Courtney Vogel. I just got married in September, and I joined this business in April of 2014. So going on at 6 years, which is so crazy, you guys. So I'm like a really just small town Missouri girl. My town has like 300 people in it. And I joined this business when I was 19 years old. So I had just started college. I was just trying to kind of figure out what I wanted to do with my life. I was going to a community college, and I was going to go to nursing school. I was living with my parents at the time. I couldn't afford to move out. I really wanted to. I just couldn't afford to. And so I was just kind of like going through the motions. I was working 2 jobs, trying to keep up with school, struggling to pay my car payment, all the things. And then this business started to show up on my Instagram timeline. And I had watched this girl for a week. She kept posting about this business, and all she was talking about is how she was making money from her phone and how she was literally making a living for her family. And that was so intriguing to me, especially being like a college student. I was on my phone all the time anyway. So I watched her for weeks, and finally one day I was just like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna do it. Like, it's $99. I charge it to my credit card. I remember I had like a $500 limit on that credit card, and I was like so nervous to spend anything on it because I was always like really nervous to like, oh, I don't want to like get too much on it and not be able to pay it off. So I charged it to my credit card. I got started, and I had no idea what I was doing, you guys. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is that I'm really excited to try these products, and I'm going to make some money, like one way or another. I had no idea what kind of money you can make with this. Like, I thought you could maybe make like a couple $100s. So that was my goal. My first month had a pretty slow start, barely enrolled my 4 customers on time. I did get my shopping spree, but it was like the last day that you could get it, and I got it. And I was just being so consistent. Like, I was posting every day. I was excited. I was using the products. I just had no idea what I was doing. And so I started to just grow my Instagram. So like crazy, every single day I would follow, I would post, I would message, I would just talk to so many people. And people just weren't biting at first because they just like, I had to give them like that good like time to just like really watch me. And then, so my first paycheck was like 20 something dollars, and I was so excited. You would have thought like I won the lottery because I was like, I just made $20 from my phone. That's so cool. Because I was working at a tanning salon and a nursing home, and I was making minimum wage, and it freaking sucked. And I spent all my money in gas money every week. So literally had none extra to pay my bills. So that was my first month. And then my second month came around, and things started to really pick up. I started to enroll a lot more customers. I got my first distributor, and things just started to really take off. And I was like, wow, this is great. So my second month, I made $300. And I was like, dang, like that's pretty awesome. And then I got on one of these calls. It wasn't a Zoom. We didn't have Zoom back then. We had calls. So you literally dialed in and you listened. And I was on this call, and there was a lady who was making $17,000 a month. And I was like, what? Like, she makes $17,000 a month? Like, that is insane. She must have started this business when the business was brand new. Like, that's crazy. She must be this magical freaking unicorn. Like, wow, that's insane. And so I just remember like listening to her and just being like, wow, like that's really awesome. And so still, once again, had really no big intentions other than like, if I could just make some money, help me out, that would be great. Third month comes around, I make over $800. And that's kind of like when I really caught the vision. I was like, this is crazy. Like, $800 was more than what I was making at my jobs. Like, that was kind of like, it was just getting more legit. And then I ended up signing a lease, which is in Columbia, Missouri. If you guys know where that is, it's where the University of Missouri is. Signed a lease to Columbia and moved out of my parents' house, which was like a really big step for me because my parents are literally like the most supportive people in the world, but they're not going to pay my bills. So it was on me. So I was making around $800 at the time. Moved, got a job for 2 days at Applebee's, freaking hated it. And I was like, I'm quitting. I'm doing It Works full time. So I don't recommend this unless you're trying to give yourself a heart attack at first. But I quit that job And you guys, I just literally took off. I was talking to all the people. I was enrolling all kinds of distributors, enrolling all kinds of customers, and I went diamond that month. So that I got my first paycheck, and it was over like $2,000. So it was like really life-changing money, and I got a $10,000 bonus. And so basically, I just had like a pretty slow start, and it just kind of take off. And the more and more I kept going, the more consistent I was, the people just started to come. Fast forward, so I went diamond. It was like 9 months. I went diamond within 9 months of being in the company, and then the new year comes. So I went diamond in like November, and then come to January, February, March, I triple promoted, went from diamond to triple diamond. Then in April, I went presidential. So I went in November making around $2,000 a month to in April, so 4 months later, yeah, 4 months later, sorry. I was like, is that right? 4 months later, you guys, averaging $17,000 a month. One more year goes, and then I go ambassador, which is around $32,000 a month, you guys. I started for $200, okay? $200, and no idea where this could take me. No idea you can make real money with it. All I did was catch on to the vision. I believed in myself, and I worked at it every single freaking day, and it was a lot of work, you guys. But something I really learned along the way was like, we have something so different here, and we are allowed to dream. We're allowed to want more. We don't have to be in debt. We don't have to struggle. Like, we can have the things we want to, and if you just believe that and believe in yourself and you decide that you want that for yourself, you can do anything you want to, and there is no limit to what you can have. And so that's what I did, you guys. I was able to go through college and pay every single semester. Every single time that bill would come up, I paid every single semester in college, every single one. All my college books, every single one. Have not asked for $1 from my parents since moving out of my house, or moving out of their house. Now we are debt free. We owe on our house, but we're not going to pay that off because we're like saving for our dream home. But this business has just set us up for like just such a life at such a young age. It's allowed us to invest in a retirement fund, pay off our cars. You guys, like, I can just go on and on about what this has done for me, but you guys, it's the freedom. I own my day. Every single day I wake up and I choose what I get to do. I don't wake up to an alarm clock. I haven't for 5 years because of that decision, you guys, and just deciding that I wanted more for myself. And I'm just like, I'm such a futuristic, and that's what keeps me going is, for one, I just don't want to ever slow down. Like, I don't want to ever stop dreaming, and you don't have to with this business. Whenever me and Brandon have kids, he can quit his job if he wants to. But we probably won't, because we'd probably kill each other. But if he wanted to, he could, because of this business, you guys. So it's all about the opportunities, and just like the freedom that it gives you is just everything. It just shows you that there's another way. So yeah, now we're going on strong 6 years. We are now a double ambassador team, which is just so crazy, you guys. And I just want you all to know that it's literally right in front of you. And all you have to do is freaking just grab onto it. You have to believe in yourself, and you just have to wake up every single day really freaking excited to work your business, and the people are going to come and your life is going to change.
Yes, I love everything that you said. Thank you. And so you guys, she has gone to the top of this company now twice. So she knows what works. She has the tips and tricks, and so it is right in front of you guys tonight. So please get out a sheet of paper or something to take notes on, because everything she says, you are going to want to take that and run with it, because it works. So we don't need to change the system. We know what works, and it is right in front of us. It is just our jobs to do it. And I am so excited that she's able to be on with us tonight. So we are going to just dive in. And Courtney, can we just start with advice for anyone who is feeling just discouraged, kind of like potentials aren't really biting? That's kind of what I'm getting from a lot of you. And so just kind of advice on that.
Okay, yeah. So I just always like to think of like this as, you have to plant a seed. So when I started this business, you guys, like, I didn't just have people running at me left and right. Like, that wasn't the case. Like, I had to talk to so many people so many times. And within me doing that and just trusting the process, they started to come down the road. So it wasn't like I just started posting about the business and people were like, hey, let me join your team. Like, I want to do this. Like, I had to do it every single day. I had to be so consistent. I had to reach out to them. I had to follow up with them. I had to do all of the things. And within doing that, they came back. So you have to be willing to plant the seed if you're expecting a harvest. So if you aren't, you just can't get down on yourself if people aren't just running at you, because you just have to know that they're going to come and trust in that, and that it just comes down to how many people are you talking to, and are you actually giving them the opportunity? Because a lot of times I think too, we get stuck on not even like posting about it, because it's like, we're just almost like scared to have people join our team. And so making sure that you're like letting people know that that this opportunity is even available. you know, whenever you're looking at your page, are you posting every single day that they can join your team? Do they know that it's even optional? Like, do they know they can even change their life with this business? Do they know that you can even make money with this business, or that they can come talk to you about joining your team? So just making sure that like that you're open for business and truly believing that people are going to come. And I think that it's so much of a confidence thing, you guys, and just a belief thing, that when you're confident that people are going to come, they will. And it's so crazy. I was just telling someone this today, that over the weekend, so I went to the Rachel Hollis Rise conference. And I was like trying to work, but I wasn't being super intentional about it. So I was like trying to like focus on that. And so I was sending messages, but all weekend it was like crickets. Like I wasn't getting any messages back. I just felt like I was just doing it, but I wasn't actually like putting my heart into it and like actually being intentional, if that makes any sense. Fast forward to Monday, I'm doing the same exact thing, but I'm being intentional, and I'm like, people are going to join me. I know that. I'm confident in that. The people start responding. It is so crazy, you guys, just like your belief system and just believing that they're going to come, and your confidence and just making sure that you're putting out there what that will do for your business is freaking insane. So just knowing that they will come and having that confidence and making sure that you're even just like posting about the opportunity and letting them know that it is available.
Yes, and it is just so important, you guys, when you are feeling discouraged, pray those people in, pray those distributors in. I do it every morning, every night. They will come. But like she said, you need to believe and they will come. So moving on to next question. When looking for potential distributors, do you message for distributors, or do you message strictly for loyal customers and then go that route of distributors with them if they are interested in being a customer?
Yeah, so when I started the business, I did reach out to people I know, or knew. So definitely be reaching out to like people you know, for sure. Like that's who you want to start with, because especially around this time of the year, you guys, like people need what we have our hands on. Like this is like such a happy time of the year for a lot of people, but it's also a really, really hard time of the year for a lot of people. So just make sure that you are just like reaching out to every single person you know and just be like, look, like this could literally like be the answer to your prayers. So I reached out to like every single person I knew, asked them if they wanted to join. A lot of them, it took them a while. But for now, like you guys, I've never really, and I don't want to say this and say like you have to do this, because I think that it's totally up to you. But personally, I do not message for distributors. I message for customers, and my posts are all about distributors. So like my posts on my wall, so I try to post once a day, every single day on my main feed. And I want that post to like talk about the business in some type of way. So letting them know like, hey, here's this opportunity. This is what I have my hands on. This is what it's done for me. So basically just in my posts, I talk about the business. And then also on my stories, you're going to see me saying like I have positions open on my team and things like that. Something else I really like to do is getting on stories and showing your face, you guys. Like I know if you might be a little uncomfortable at first, but like the awesome thing is that you can pre-record yourself. So like you don't even have to go live. Get on your stories and show your freaking face. And it's just gonna change your life, you guys. I'm not even kidding. Just getting on there and talking and showing that you're a real person and just saying, like telling a story. It could be like the smallest thing ever. It could literally be about like a Sonic drink. Because I remember when a Sonic drinks were like a treat. You know, it's not like I could go every single day and get a Sonic drink, but now I can. And just getting on and be like, you know what, it's so nice. Like it's just small things like getting a Sonic drink, or being able to go to Target and splurge on a couple things that you want to, or a couple decorations, or right now, like with Christmas, like talking about how this is going to help you provide for your family and how this extra $500 is going to take some stress off your back this holiday season. Things like that. The key is just to be relatable, you guys. So whenever people are scrolling through on social media, what we're doing is we're looking for something that catches our attention. So number one, a picture. So make sure you're just putting a quality picture out there. So you're looking for something that catches your attention. Once it catches your attention, you go to read the post. What gets you to read the post is you want to feel something from it. So whether it's a sad emotion, whether it's a happy emotion, whether it's a funny emotion, like we're looking to feel something. That's what we're doing when we're going and scrolling through social media. So whenever you are posting, ask yourself, like, how is this going to make someone else feel when they read it? Because we want them to feel, like we want them to literally like get that emotion that you're trying to put out there. So the key is just to be real, like share your heart. It doesn't have to be like this perfect like script. Like literally you guys just be posting every single day and share from your heart why you join this business, what it's going to do for you, where you're going because of it, what it's going to allow you and your family to do every single day. And it's key that you do it every single day, you guys, because people have to watch you. I've had people watch me for years. I've had people watch me for 2 days. So there's people watching you, even if you don't know it, even if they're not interacting on you. I watched Ashley for weeks. I never liked a post of hers. I never commented. She had no idea who I was. I watched her. I was on her page religiously. And every single time she would post, the more interested I would become in this business and the more I wanted it. And it was just that one post one day I was like, okay, I'm going for it. I'm doing it. Like, I'm sick of watching her. And so it's just like that one post that changes everything. So you just want to make sure you're doing it every single day and just being real and just speaking from your heart and talking about where you want it to take you, and then getting on stories and just like telling a story or just saying something about the business and letting them know that it's open. And I truly feel that what you focus on, you get more of. So to kind of give you an example, that if you want distributors, you need to focus on enrolling distributors. That means you need to focus on posting every single day about distributors. It's just like crazy how like when I need distributors, I'm like, okay, I need to enroll distributors. I enroll distributors, but when I need more customers and I focus on that, I enroll more customers. So it's truly what you focus on. So if you're putting your focus 90% on customers and only 10% on distributors, that's why you're not enrolling a lot of distributors. You need to put your focus on enrolling distributors. For one, it's going to make you, that's how you're going to make money, you guys. If you want to make a lot of money and you want to see your paycheck grow, you need to grow a team and you need to enroll distributors. And if you can enroll a customer, you can just as easily enroll a distributor. It's just a belief and knowing that you are capable and that you can do that and that you're going to change these people's lives and it's going to change yours in return. And you need to make it about them. You know, figure out what it is that they want in this business, and that's why they're going to join your team, because you're making it about them and not yourself. So basically, no, I don't message for distributors. I post about it every single day. Now, occasionally I will see people that I'm like, wow, she would kill it in this business. And I'll send her a message and I'll say, hey girl, I usually don't reach out like this, but you would kill it at what I do. Like, have you considered doing it? So not saying you can't message for distributors. You definitely can. The way I kind of look at it, if you do message distributors, is it's kind of like a knock at someone's door. So even if they don't sign up right then because they have no idea what the heck you're talking about or what the heck you have your hands on, they're going to watch you a little bit closer when you do reach out to them. So I'm not against it. It's just personally, they've always came to me. But if people are not coming to you, reach out to them. Don't sit back. So it's just, I feel like it's just kind of dependent like on you and your business and where you're at. So if you're not getting people messaging you, reach out to them, knock on their door, say, hey, this is my name. This is what I do. I think you'd kill it. Just tell them a little bit about it, and then they're going to watch you. And that way, when they do become interested down the road, they're going to think about you because you're the person that reached out to them. So definitely message if that's something you want to do. If you're not getting people coming to you and you're not feeling it, like, you need to be reaching out to them and make sure that you are, just putting that bug in their ear, just saying, hey, this is what I'm doing. So, and also I have been doing host to post for distributors just recently. So I have been messaging for that. I will say that. So, yeah, it's totally kind of just what you're getting. But if, like I said, if you're not getting it, make sure you're reaching out to them.
Perfect. And yes, and what I love that she said, you guys, is every single day. Those 3 words, every single day. Consistency is key to this business. Consistency is what will make your business boom. Every single day, you guys. Because I watched Courtney for probably over a year before I finally joined her. And now my biggest regret is just not doing it sooner. But it took me watching her every single day. And finally one day I was like, I have to go for this. Like, I can't spend forever wondering what this business could do for me. But it takes people a year. It takes people 2 years. It takes people a day. And people will jump on it. So just remember that even if you feel like people aren't jumping out at you, they are watching you, and that seed that you've planted, it is growing. And it will grow and grow and grow, and eventually they will come. So just keep praying them into your business. They are coming. Also, showing your face, she said on your story. Guys, that was like my biggest fear when I joined this business. I was like, yeah, that's not happening. I heard Courtney say it went in one ear and out the other. I was like, no, that's not going to happen. And then finally, like, I grew so much confidence from this business, and it has completely just changed my entire life. And so finally I started doing videos of my face and doing lives, and it changed my entire game, like entire game. People were reaching out to me, and 90% of the messages that I was getting were over my videos that I had recorded on my face. And that is the nice thing, is you can just record them. It doesn't have to be on a live, so you can watch it before you post it, but it will change the game. I know it's a fear and sometimes it can be scary, but stepping out of our comfort zones will do wonders for us. So
yeah, and definitely don't feel like you have to be perfect on your videos. Like, be you, guys. Like, be goofy, be funny, like, be who you are, because that's how people are gonna like relate to you. I think so many times we like get so scared because we watch people and we're like, we're not them, and that's like what makes you you. So don't try to be them. literally just be you. Get on there and introduce yourself and say, hey, this is who I am. This is what I do. Tell them it's uncomfortable for you. People can relate with that. So don't feel like you have to be like this perfect person or say like the perfect things. Like literally just get on. And I feel like too, like, I don't know, Andrea, did you, after you do it, you just like almost get like this like feeling of like, oh God, like that feels so good. Like, it's just like when you do something, you're just like, dang, like I feel so good after doing that. And you feel like you could do anything. That is literally how I felt like the first time after I started doing videos, because I was the same way. I was super uncomfortable, super nervous. But after you do it, all these people start running to you and you're like, okay, this makes sense. Like, they're not crazy. This is why they do it.
Yes, you feel on top of the world. And you guys literally, like, once you just like start getting that business booming, it gets addicting. Like success, it's addicting. Like my boyfriend, like, Andrea, like, stop doing your business. And I'm like, I can't wait. Like, there's so much coming for me. Like, I can't stop doing it. Like, you will get addicted to this. You love it. It becomes part of like your daily like routine and your nature. And I don't even notice that I do it because that's how much I love my job doing this. Like, I love every single second of it. And so if it hasn't become part of your routine yet, it will. So yes, moving on. Sorry, I'm trying to race through because I'm trying to get to everything. How do you carry conversation when they're on the fence without sounding pushy?
Okay, so whenever I talk to a potential, you guys, I always kind of make it as if I'm like interviewing them, to like give them like the sense of like, if you join, like, are you a good fit for my team? Instead of them being like, let me interview you, it's more so like, let me see. I always say, hey, like, I'd love to chat and like see if this would be, or to see if you would be a good fit for this, because then it's more so like it's in our playing field and they want to like try to say the right things because they want to make you feel like they would be a good fit, because who doesn't want to be a good fit for something, right? And so that's literally how I start a conversation. So if someone reaches out, I'm like, hey, I'd love to send you some information. You spend 30 minutes a day on social media, or I say, I'd love to send you some information and see if you would be a good fit for this. Do you spend 30 minutes a day on social media? So I just like literally start like that. So then they're like, yes, I spend 30 minutes a day on social media. And then I send them like just a little tidbit about like, okay, this for, we market for a health and wellness company, like that little tidbit. And then they respond to that. And then the next message I send them, you guys, it says something along the lines, tell me a little bit about yourself. What makes you interested in a business like this? Where are you from? Do you work now? So basically it just gives them the opportunity to open up to me. And so they tell me about themselves. They tell me why they think they need this business in their life. And that way it gets it on their mind, because we want them to literally be like feeling why they need this business. So if they literally are sitting there and they're texting me, they're like, I need this business because I'm sick of struggling. I need extra income. Like, Christmas is coming up and I don't have any money to spend on Christmas this year. I feel so bad. I don't want my kids to have to go through that. That's literally fresh on their mind. They're thinking about that. That's like rolling in their brain while they're telling you this. And so it's like, that's the best time to be like, okay, like, you need to do this business because of that reason. So they're going to tell you why they need this business, and them saying it like that, and that it's just going to make them like be like a light bulb in their mind, like, yeah, like they need to do this. So and then I always say like something along the lines like, I just try to make it super personal at that point, and I just say like, I just make it personal. So whatever they said to me, I just like say something personal back, and then I end it with, are you familiar with how to get started? They say no, and then I send my next tidbit. And whenever I send that, it says something along the lines of like, I take the, here, let me just read it to you because I'll totally butcher it. My brain is like, basically it makes them feel like, okay. So once I go over the pricing, I say, to get started, it's only $99 to join as a rep with me. You will get your starter kit and get all the business material you need. Once the kit is ordered, I get you started from there. You get all of my trainings, and I'm here to help you through it all. I spend my time with those who are really looking to put the effort into this and only have a few openings each week to help new members get started. I have a position open right now. Are you in? So basically it just says like, I take my time seriously. So if you're not serious, don't join. And 2, I have a limited spot. So if you want to join, like, now is the time. So it kind of creates that like sense of urgency for people. So if they're like, if they're like thinking about it, they're like, oh, she has one spot, like I better just go for it. So those are just like some really small things, but those words, like the wording, I think like helps and just like changes everything. Saying like only $99, because then it's like, it's only $99. Just don't make a big deal out of it, because it's really not a big deal, and for real, it's only $99. So those are just like some small little things of what I do.
Yes, and so you guys, you are what sells your business, or you are what sells your products. People buy you. So be yourself. Don't try to be anybody else. Be yourself. And I always too, I take time each day to just go through my feed and just interact with people. So I comment on pictures, comment or swipe up on some of their stories just to build a relationship with them before I reach out to them and send them a message or hit them with the business. So put such an emphasis too on just building those relationships with people, because it will do wonders for your business. Okay. Can we talk about how the importance of growing your network? Because I always say growing your network equals new blood, which equals growth in your business.
Yeah, for sure. So definitely, I mean, it's everything. Like the more people watching you, the more people that are going to be able to reach out to you. So, I feel like so many people start with the excuse of like, well, I don't know anybody. Like I could have easily said like, I have 300 people in my town. I don't know anybody, but I didn't, you guys. Like I was like, social media opens a whole world to us. So you just want to make sure you're bringing new people into your network every single day, especially because it does take people a little bit to watch you. So the sooner that you're getting these people into your network, the sooner that they're going to reach out to you or that you can reach out to them. So definitely every single day since the day I started, you guys, I started with literally like 200 followers. And all I did every single day since I started is I follow people and I go and I interact with them. I comment on their pictures, and then that's how I get them to follow me back. But yeah, if you're not growing your network and you're not growing your business, you're just setting yourself up to like, you're just putting like a limit on your business because you're not allowing people to even see what you have your hands on. So if you want more results, you need to be getting more people. And if you want more results, you need to be doing more of the things that we're like sharing with you and telling you to do.
Yes, I always say there's 7.5 billion people in this world, you guys. So there are people out there. If you ever feel like you're at a halt, take the time and grow your network. Focus on following new people. It will make the world of a difference. Okay, let's do, how do you stay organized with potential distributors that you have talked to? And then how often do you follow up with those potentials?
Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I'm not the most organized person. I'm a total just like pencil and paper type of girl. I have a notebook and I have like my PLCs and I have my PDTs and I go through them every single night. And so what I do is I always get everyone on text message when I talk to them. So that way at the end of every single day before I go to bed, I sit down, it takes like 2 minutes. I go through all my text messages and I write down every single person's number that I talked to that day with their name and a little bit of information so I know who it is. And that's how I just keep track of them. And I go through and I look at this follow-up list every single day. As far as like, when do I follow up with them? I always try to get a date from people. So if someone's like, Courtney, I really want to join, but I just don't have the $99 right now. I say, okay, when can I reach back out to you? When are you going to have that $99? Like I want a date. So try to always get a date from people so you know when to reach out to them. If they don't give you a date, then I just kind of like go based off the conversation. You can kind of tell, if it's, should I reach out next Friday or should I reach out in 2 days? Just kind of go based off the conversation, but always try to get that date if possible. But you guys, you have to follow up with people. If you don't, you are just missing out on so many people, and someone else is going to follow up with them. So just keep that in mind too, that if you're not doing it, somebody else will, and they're going to take control of that. So definitely don't let that happen.
Yes, and so we always say the fortunes in the follow-up. So you are so often when you are messaging going to get people who say, I need to think about it, or I need to wait till my next paycheck. So what I do, I'm the same thing, paper and pencil. I just have a notebook. I put their name, and then I put the products that we talked about if we got that far into the conversation, and then I put a date, just like she said. And so then every single day I'm checking my follow-up notebook, and I'm looking for today's date, and that tells me exactly who I need to reach out to and follow up with. And then if I reach out and they're like, I'm not ready yet, then I change the date, I erase it, and I put a new date. So many people will fall through the cracks if you don't stay organized, or if you don't keep something to keep you on track and keep track of them, because you should be sending out so many messages that when you pull up your Instagram on your phone, there's so many to go through that you can't find them and you can't keep track of it. So it's super important, whether you do a planner, whether you keep notes in your phone, a notebook, but something to keep you organized, and you are writing down every single person's name that you talk to, unless they literally block you. Like, they are not a no until they block you. I have had so many people that have told me like, nope, now's not a good time, I'm not interested. And then 3 months later, they messaged me ready to join because they've watched my posts every single day and I was so consistent with it. So remember, there's still seeds. And when you send a message and it's on read and they don't answer, that's still a seed. They didn't tell you no. They just read it and didn't answer. And then they're going to start watching your posts and they'll come back. So Fortune is in the follow-up. Stay organized, write everyone's name down until they block you. Because if they don't want to hear it anymore, they'll block you. And with that being said, I don't think I've like ever gotten blocked, or I've only gotten blocked by like 1 or 2 people. So stay organized, they will come.
Yeah. I always say if I didn't have a follow-up list, I wouldn't have a business, you guys, because it is literally, I always have to follow up with people. I'll have my occasional people that will sign on the spot, but 9 out of 10 times I'm following back up with them, and that's when they sign up. And I can't tell you how good of a feeling it is at the end of the month when you need 5 more customers to hit your huge goal, and I can go through my follow-up list that is 5 miles long, and I can just start reaching out to people, and I hit my goals because of those people that I reach back out to. So set yourself up for success, you guys. Don't be lazy about it. Like, just make sure you're writing down every single person. Something else I do is I just use like Siri. Like, I'll be like, hey Siri, remind me tonight at 9 p.m. to follow up with Jessica. And so I use that a lot too. But like I said, just get it out there so where you can keep track of it and like it easy. So whatever system works best for you, definitely just be like writing it down and keeping track for sure.
Yes. Okay, so my Zoom has like a time limit. So we have 4 minutes left. So I'm going to do one more question. Shoot, I just had it. How do you reply when someone asks you how much you make monthly? And how do you respond when you are new to the business?
Yeah, so I think this one's really good. Just because I feel like a lot of times people get so scared when you're new and you're like, oh my God, what do I say? Like, I haven't made any money yet. And especially like when it comes to like posting as well, you're like, how am I supposed to post about this business when I haven't made any money yet? You guys, what are you going to do? Where are you going? So for example, if someone asked me that when I first started, I'd say, hey girl, I'm hitting Ruby this month. I'm about to make $500 a month. If they don't need to know your exact paycheck, that's none of their business. Literally tell them where you're going, and they're just be excited and be confident about it. And that's all they need to know. So just tell them what your next goal is. So it's as simple as that. And then as far as like posting, when it comes to that too, you guys, talk about where you're going. So many people will think that you've already reached those goals just because you talked so much about where you're going. So if your goal is diamond and you're, be posting, I'm so excited I'm going diamond, I'm going to hit, this $2,000 monthly mark is just me life-changing income for my family. And just people seeing that every single day, they're going to think you're already there. So just talk about what your goals are and where you're headed and what your plan is with it. And not only is that a good answer for them, but it's crazy how when you start to speak it out into existence like that, how it just like starts coming, you guys. Like, it's crazy. J.D. Burr told us this like forever ago, and I felt like I was cracking up at her when she said this, but she was like, guys, literally just like in your car, in your house, like start just like talking out loud and just be like, I am a mass distributor enroller. Like, I am a mass customer enroller. Like, write it down on paper. That's like one of my favorite things, is just writing my goals down and then finding it later on and seeing like the things that I've hit is just like almost gives me goosebumps, because it's like crazy how when you put it out there, the people come. So you have to just believe it. And the more you say it, the more you believe it. I tell Brandon all the time, like, I'll be like, I'll just tell him, like, what are our goals? Like, what are we going to do? And just putting it out there and talking about it with someone just makes it so much more real. And it just makes you like way more likely to do it. So just be speaking it out there, be putting it out there every single day, be posting consistently, you guys. Like, this business, you guys, it's just literally doing the most simple things every single day, and what it can do for you. Just know, like, whatever it is that you want, like, it is at your fingertips, you guys. You truly just have to just grab onto it, and it's literally right in front of you. You just have to believe in yourself and just go for it, and don't stop, and wake up every single day and be excited. I hate the word discouraged. Like, that is like a bad word in my like, I don't know, like, I hate the word discouraged. People are like, what?
Just so you know, there's less than a minute, so it might cut out. Just so you know.
Okay. Yeah, you guys, just stay focused and do self-development and believe in yourself and keep a good mindset and be excited about where you're going, because I have no freaking doubt that it can. Let's end this year so strong, and this 2020 is about to be freaking incredible, but you truly just have to believe in yourself and just do the things. And I'm not even kidding, like, the things that are going to happen for your life, it's just going to be insane.
Yes, you guys know that I go see that motivational speaker every Monday, and he always says the power is in the tongue. So speak it into existence. It will happen. I have my goals on my bathroom mirror, so I see it like 10 times a day. Like, speak it into existence. The power is in the tongue. It will happen. So everything we talked about, thank you so much, Courtney, for taking the time to get on with us. Take what she told you, you guys. It works, and run with it. November is our month, and I am so, so, so excited. All right, guys.
Bye.
I'm going to end it. Bye, guys. Have a good night.